downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city. From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Davis to Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Gets it in the right corner. Kyle Kuzma. And the rebound taken in by George. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. No good and no foul. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leonard. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, they could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
James, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound hauled in by Cousins. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Paul George to Leonard. With a drop step. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
LeBron with it up top. Down 5. To Kyle Kuzma. With a drop step. Kuzma. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. James to Davis. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. With the basket after a nice drop step.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LBJ. To Leonard. Fires the 3. Smothering D. To James. Caldwell Pope buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Leonard to George. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Team foul Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 5.
George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Paul George. And he's going to the line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. James into the front court. Down 2. Oh, he had him there for a second. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes. Entering the game for the Lakers, number...
It's James. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Kawhi Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Caldwell Pope. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
James to Davis from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lakers ball. Probing the defense. James. Great defense, forcing the miss. Beverly into the front court. Down 3. Terrific vision. Shot from the lane won't go. James against Paul George. Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Clippers have got it. Strong finish for Paul George.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
LeBron James against George. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Great feed, sets it up to Danny Green. James. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
James. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
James to Davis. James. And it's Beverly there to grab the rebound. To George. Five seconds to shoot. Anthony Davis pins it. Shot clock violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Danny Green matched up with Paul George. Kuzma to Davis. Trying to cash in. Davis' shot, no good. Knocked loose. Beverly. Scores from the post. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. It's James controlling the offense to Danny Green. Won't go down. To Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's James. He'll take that any day.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Deep three at the buzzer. First half in the books. The Clippers are out in front. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Slam dunk.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down 3. Kuzma to James. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cousins goes to the right side. Kuzma to James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Danny Green to Davis. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
I got him.
Anthony Davis blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Short jumper off the mark to Paul George. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. It's PG for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. Kuzma to James. To Davis. 4-3. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. For 3. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Across the timeline comes James. His group now down 2. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Lakers. Number 7, JaVale McGee.
Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
James to Cousins. Paul George rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Kyle Kuzma.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Lets it fly from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. LeBron James sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
George in a matchup with Boogie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Deep 3 at the the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Beverly into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Lou Williams! Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard, that's how you defend. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Kyle Kuzma. Screen coming to James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. James from long range buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. To Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. George. He engulfed him that time. LeBron with it up top. Up by 3. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. George gets it in the right corner. Lou Williams, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Time to shuffle things up. Lakers ball. James. Now that's a contest. To Caldwell Pope. 4-3. It's no good. Shots not going down. Paul George. Passed it off. And count the basket.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
James into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. The screen sets him up for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Anthony Davis. 3 for 6 now.
You see, that's well-timed right there. Not a minute too soon or a minute too late. They needed that one.
George. Man, that was a tough shot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard to Williams. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It'll stay Clipper basketball. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. And number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Leonard, 24-second violation. Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron, tough matchup against George. Deep two there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
George against Cousins. And too much contact.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his second personal. Team foul number 1. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
George to Williams. To Leonard. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. James to Kyle Kuzma for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. George buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
That misses with a second to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.